Shadows in the City. The Rise and Fall of Sean Diddy Combs ***. Chapter 1. A Night in New York. The pulsating heart of New York City thrummed with an electric energy as the sun dipped below the skyline, casting long shadows over the streets. In a city where dreams were made, another tale unfolded, one that merged the bright lights of fame with the murky depths of scandal. Sean Diddy Combs, the iconic figure known for shaking the world of hip-hop and fashion, stood at the center of a storm that threatened to engulf him. On this fateful night, Diddy was celebrating, surrounded by glitz and glamour, in a lavish penthouse overlooking Central Park. The walls echoed with laughter and music, but beneath the surface, whispers swirled like the autumn leaves scattered in the brisk air outside. Those whispers spoke not of his successes, but of troubling allegations that had surfaced just days prior. Chapter 2. The allegations emerge. Amidst the glimmering lights and flowing champagne, a sense of foreboding hung thick in the air. Rumors had been circulating, ignited by a social media storm that was as fierce as it was relentless. Allegations of assault, harassment, and a host of other accusations began to take root following an anonymous tip to authorities. Diddy, once a beloved giant in the music industry, was suddenly cast in the role of a potential villain. Investigators sifted through layers of glamour to uncover a troubling narrative that involved multiple alleged victims. Claims of intimidation and coercive behavior painted a portrait of a man who had wielded his power with an iron grip. The charges ranged from sexual misconduct to violent altercations, each more shocking than the last. Among the claims was a high-profile incident involving an actress whose career had taken a hit after turning down Diddy's advances, sparking discussions about an alarming culture within Hollywood's elite. Chapter 3. The Arrest. As the night wore on, tensions mounted. Flashing blue lights pierced through the darkness outside the luxurious abode. Authorities had drawn closer, fueled by information that demanded immediate action. With a sense of inevitability, Diddy found himself facing New York's finest, his reputation hanging by a fragile thread. The penthouse door swung open, revealing a tableau both surreal and tragic, a living legend unceremoniously led away in handcuffs, flanked by officers and onlookers clutching their smartphones like lifelines to a world that craved drama. Paparazzi erupted into a frenzy, capturing every moment, the glint of metal against his designer suit, the shock written across his face. He had effortlessly navigated controversies before, yet this felt different, like an avalanche unleashed from the peak of his storied career. Chapter 4. Fallout. As news spread like wildfire, #FreeDiddy trended on social media, igniting fervent debates about celebrity culture and accountability. Fans rallied to defend their idol while critics dissected every moment of his storied past, his rise from humble beginnings to mogul status. His innovative music contributions contrasted sharply against the backdrop of dark allegations. Inside a dimly lit cell, Diddy grappled with the shift in perception. Memories of triumph felt distant as he stared into the wall. Was this the end of an era? He knew that his story was more than just the headlines. It was intertwined with the lives he had touched and transformed, but now faced allegations that could unravel decades of work. Chapter 5. Reflections. The trial revealed contradictions among witnesses and tangled narratives that captivated the audience. Emotional testimonies blurred the lines between victim and perpetrator. Women who took the stand shared harrowing experiences that resonated with many. Yet Diddy's defense team pushed back harder than ever before, painting their client as a misunderstood artist facing exaggerated claims. As the drama unfolded within the courthouse's sterile walls, public opinion swayed like a pendulum driven by emotional and moral compass. Faithful fans held their breath, while critics sharpened their knives in anticipation of what awaited once the gavel fell. Through it all, Diddy maintained his innocence, fueled by his desire to reclaim not just his freedom, but his legacy. Chapter 6. The Aftermath. Months passed with twists and turns that felt ripped from a script rather than reality. Each proceeding revealed more secrets of an industry that had long struggled with its relationship with power and privilege. Ultimately, one gray morning, an unexpected verdict sent shockwaves through both supporters and detractors alike. As Diddy emerged from court, no longer shackled by physical restraints, but burdened by public scrutiny and stigma, he took a moment to gaze out into the throngs that awaited him, some with faces etched with hope while others bore expressions of contempt. He took a breath deep enough to fill his lungs with potential change. "I'm not just here to fight my battles," he declared, but to ignite conversations about accountability and healing. And though he stepped back into the world with uncertainty still pulsing through his veins, one thing remained clear. Sean Diddy Combs would face whatever lay ahead not just as an artist, but as a man willing to confront shadows in a city drenched in sunlight. Epilogue: a legacy rewritten. What began as a glittering odyssey had transformed into an exploration of truth wrapped in complexity. Diddy understood that while his career had indeed been attached to fame, it must also be grounded in responsibility, an ongoing journey to reshape not just how he would be remembered, but how artists would conduct themselves in an industry long shrouded in whispers. As he walked down the streets of New York, every step echoing with lessons learned, Diddy realized that even legends could stumble. It was in rising anew that true legacies are crafted. And so he moved forward into an uncertain future, ready to redefine not just his path but potentially the very fabric of his art and its implications in society at large. In one brief moment beneath an expansive sky filled with swirling clouds, Sean Diddy Combs existed not just as a star, but as a figure standing at the intersection of fame and accountability, ready for whatever story would unfold next.